running. Running and running and killing anything that isn't a close friend. These are tough times. Peaceful? Ha. No, anything but.
Action.
The woods once gave me comfort and warmth. Now it gives me walking nightmares. Start of review for Walking Dead.
Hey y'all! One show that everyone likes to talk about is The Walking Dead. So we thought for class we should talk about it as well.
But for those of us who don't know what The Walking Dead is, what is it?
What? You don't know TWD? Well, we have an avid fan here. Come on in, Megan.
Hey guys, so let's dive into why it's a good show.
This is so bad.
What makes The Walking Dead so much more than a horror show is that it plays with the theatrical gander on a canvas that feels real, looks cinematic, and has an orchestral score to match. For all of its set pieces, however, The Walking Dead is most breathtaking in its small moments, in which the pain and glory of being human are conveyed with only the flick of a filmmaking wrist.
Basically, what that says for the people who don't actually know any of the words she actually said, The Walking Dead is a good show because it provides us with really pretty pictures, good dialogue, and really cool zombies. Now, for the kids who are out of the room because they find this too cringy, The Walking Dead is a really good show because it shows how people can evolve and develop, and how even in the most harshest of times, people still break, but they overcome their adversities so that way they can be more and survive. You want to survive. You don't want to die. Who wants to? Okay, besides college kids, who wants to die? I mean, when you're facing a zombie apocalypse, you want to be able to say, yeah, I survived that because I didn't want to die. I wanted to live. I wanted to keep my family alive and strong. Isn't that right, Megan?
Yeah, exactly.
What is your favorite part about The Walking Dead?
The zombies.
The zombies are very cool. In fact, they spent a lot of time on those zombies. And the deaths in those videos are so realistic that it's breathtaking. It's breathtakingly amazing. It's just out of this world, and I'm not even a very avid fan myself. I just watch it occasionally whenever my dad and my grandma watch it. So, who is your favorite character in Walking Dead? Besides the zombies.
Rick. He's the main character, or at least one of the main characters.
There is a main posse, as you might call it, that is a main character. You have Carl the Kid. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He was my favorite character because his story development was amazing. We have Maggie. Is she alive or dead?
She's alive, and she's pregnant with a baby.
Maggie is a very nice woman. You have Rick, who was one of the main posse people. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's the leader.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
You had, at the very beginning, there was one different leader. His name was... I started watching in season 2, so I don't know.
What are you talking about?
The main person. Carl's dad.
Carl's dad is Rick.
I thought Carl's dad was the one.
Shane?
Shane.
No.
Shane was his name.
No, Shane got with Carl's mom after they thought Rick was dead. Then Rick came back.
Dun dun dun! But yeah, Shane was one of the main leaders. And then Rick killed him.
Yep.
Such a sad, death. It's fine.
No, I was totally okay with it.
Everyone was okay with it. So right now, Walking Dead is on what season?
Like 9.
It is
8 or
very
9.
far into the... In fact, we shall look it up right now. We will not look it up right now. I don't have my phone. Capabilities. In either case, the Walking Dead series is an amazing series, and it can show how you can overcome adversities. What is your main takeaway from The Walking Dead?
I really feel like I know how to survive if there is a zombie apocalypse. I've learned so much from that show.
And you learned one thing also. That friendship and family bonds are very important even in the most harsh of times. And for now, that is the first part. Join us for the second part in about 30 seconds. And welcome back to the second part. And now we have with us Michaela, who is just going to enter in the picture right now.
Hello.
So the first part was for all you normal people who decide that, weird geeky things aren't really that big on your bucket list, even though The Walking Dead is technically a geeky thing. The second part here is for all you freaking weeaboos. Basically me. Welcome to the anime segment. So, what could be more important than life? More important than liberty? More important than the laws of physics and nature? You guys know?
Anime!
Woo! You're not wrong. But do you know the specific power that I am talking about? The ability to overcome all adversities and strife, even face death itself, and say, fuck you.
Probably free.
You're not wrong, but no. You got an idea? How about the power of friendship? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, yes, kiddos, it's time to talk about the show that makes sense by not making any sense at all. Fairy Tail. Woo! Fairy Tail is an amazing and extraordinary anime that makes you look at yourself in the mirror and say, why am I watching this when I could be doing my work? The life of every college student ever.
C's get degrees.
A's get pedigrees. Does that make sense?
Because you're a dog.
Yeah, pedigrees for a dog.
We can just edit that out.
No.
We should leave it.
We should leave it.
2 against 1, fine, you win. Anyway, Fairy Tail is an amazing show that takes place on Earthland, which is basically Earth, but with land in it. Because, extra. On Earthland, you have this stuff in the air called, nanos? Or mana. There's a lot of different ways that you can talk about it. Like, they reference it in, 4 different ways. It is really hard to tell what they're referencing it to now. But in either case, you have the wonderful land of magic, where you have fire magic, you have water magic, I can control people because I can do mind control with magic. And then you have the magic that literally makes you blow bubbles. And everyone's like, ooh, bubbles, pop, 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 pop.
That's all we need.
There is some useless anime out there, if we're being honest. This story follows our main character, Natsu. Wrong. It's actually the main story of Lucy Heartfilia, who is of noble descent, but because her father is a douche, she decides to leave him because he is a douche. Can you really blame the guy, though? The mother died while giving birth to Lucy. I mean, you're gonna
Rest
be
in peace.
you're gonna be kind of upset too if your main source of action is gone because of your daughter. Sound effects by Michaela. She goes in search to become a wizard in a wizard guild. She's already a wizard because she is a celestial spirit wizard. More on that later. She goes to this guild called Fairy Tail, or she tries to get into Fairy Tail, because for some reason in a giant town she can't find where Fairy Tail is, even though it's literally the only guild in that town that looks different than all the other buildings in town. I mean, there's a church, and then there's a main street, and then you have the guild. I mean, how hard is it to find? Turns out she wasn't in the right town at all, so that's why it was hard to find. In the guild, she makes friends with Natsu Dragneel, a boy who is raised by a dragon. It is still recording, yes. You just have to go and hit close. Don't mind that small intrusion. Anyway, Natsu Dragneel is a boy who is raised by a dragon till the age of 7. Yes, I said dragon because what's magic without dragons?
Meow.
They're nice dragons, don't worry. They're evil dragons, but they're raised by nice dragons. You also meet Grey Fullbuster, who is a stripping ice mage. You heard that right, folks. He just likes to strip. He has the body for it, so I mean, you can do it. Very, very nice. 8-pack. And a V, very nice. He is number 1 husband. Anyway, they also meet Urza Scarlet. She is a orphan. Basically, they're all orphans, but she's an orphan with re-equip magic. Basically, she can have any sword she wants and any armor she wants because plot armor. Literally, plot armor. She comes from a village that was destroyed. She was kidnapped and taken hostage, made to work in a tower that was supposed to spear the heavens, and then she escaped because, you know, convenience. What can you do without it? So you two are looking rather confused. Have you ever heard of anime before?
I've heard of it, never watched it.
Always watched it. Never heard of it.
Dear Lord, why am I the only one? Kami-sama! We're editing that out.
I liked it.
So, what mainly Fairy Tail is about is Lucy getting into all kinds of trouble because, you know, she's Lucy. She's the most useless female character in any anime. But she's also useful in some situations because you gotta make your main character look somewhat useful when you're focusing on a side character. There's a lot of story development. It's really good. There's little swearing. I can't say there's no swearing, there's little swearing. And it's just good family fun for all. Meanwhile, The Walking Dead, which you saw in the previous half of this video, is not safe for the entire family because it has some blood and guts. What did you just do?
I've just been doing random things. Just keep going.
Anyway, we will stop the video now. I wish you all a happy day, and please do not look forward to another video like this because there probably won't be. Have a good day, Shauna!
I love you!
I love you too.
I don't love you.